Welcome back, challengers. We're here to talk about the brand new trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. Now, this is, we've been waiting for this for a while. The first movie came out a few years back. It was kind of one of those pandemic films that hit, streaming the same time as it hit theaters. So it had one of those like interesting release windows. But I personally really enjoyed the first Mortal Kombat movie. It was, in my opinion, one of those things was like just about as good as you could hope for with a IP like this compared to, I know that there's a lot of love for the originals and stuff like that. Well, more the original, not necessarily the follow-up, but as opposed to but a modern retelling, if you will, of an IP like this where it had that all that gore and grit and everything like that, but also didn't take itself too seriously to where it couldn't have some fun along the way. And the sequel seems very much in line. But let me go ahead and bring my other panelists along with me for this venture. We've got Steve International, and of course, joining me as always. We're going to talk a little bit about this. Now, I'm going to jump into somebody who's very excited about her new La Boo Boo. So, Ashlyn, I'm going to start with you because why not?
La Boo Boo, La Boo Boo.
You're just jealous because you don't have one, Andrew.
Okay, but about the movie.
About the movie.
How is this not about Mortal Kombat?
That's going to be the next movie is Mortal Kombat versus
They have Scorpion and Sub-Zero costumes for them.
Oh my God,
I've seen them. I see them. I was this close. To getting a Scorpion one. I was so close.
So funny. I'm so dead. Anyway, sorry to derail the review here.
Enhanced it. You enhanced it. It was enhanced.
I'm very excited. I really enjoyed the first one. Never was I'm a 90s baby. So I grew up with the Mortal Kombat video arcade consoles everywhere and everything like that. So was super familiar with the franchise and everything like that. And I'm sure I saw the original movies back in the day, but as far as being hyped for the film, I think seeing the original trailer for the original film, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. I can totally see this being good. It was that towing the line between this is either going to be really good or they're going to fuck it up really bad. There's no in between. So really enjoyed the original one. I will say this one has me more worried. Just the goofiness of Johnny Cage is just, I'm guessing I'm just rolling with the fact that I'm going to believe that that's how the character is in the lore of Mortal Kombat. So I like Carl Urban as an actor, so I'm just going to roll with that's why it's the ridiculousness of having someone who has no military training, no nothing, just this stupid actor that just only training he has is from set, the obvious martial arts training you get on set being a Hollywood actor. So it's very comical seeing them be just yep, this douchebag has no training whatsoever. All I have is my good looks, and I'm just
I think that's the plot. That's his whole character thing. I think you summed up his character perfectly.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. I like that they're bringing the female soldier back. I don't know who else is going to show up, who else is going to get brought back.
Jax is back from the first movie, and the original Scorpion, not the ancestor, but the original Scorpion is back, and Kano is back as well.
Gotcha. So I'm excited to see them. I'm excited to see. Hopefully, we'll get some fun newer characters other than the one with all the knifey fan blades. I can't think of her name right now.
That's Katana.
It is Katana? Okay, so it's a problem when they all have shared names for different universes. So I always question myself when I'm gonna say a character name. But okay, yeah. So Katana, super excited to see her, and so hopefully it goes really well. I can't get over Carl Urban's frosted tips. It's so 2000s, it hurts.
Just love it. But it plays
into, I guess, the ridiculousness and I'm sure that's how the character looked. So I don't remember Johnny Cage. I remember the name of Johnny Cage. I don't remember the character in like my cognizance.
That's because he was a shitty character in the game. No one played him. He was fun, but no one. Listen, it's like if you're gonna play him over Scorpion,
Yeah.
God no.
But anyways, I'm excited. It's going to be a fun time at the movies. So me and
Steven,
La
what's your
Boo,
thoughts?
we will be there.
Oh, for the Labubu. Don't forget the Labubu. What do you
The
think,
boo-boo.
Mike?
So, just touching just two things real quick. I've always been a big fan of the Mortal Kombat games. I've played every iteration. I might not have played the last one, but life's gotten a little busier, so that might be. I own it. It's somewhere in this home, but I don't know if it's even unwrapped. Love there. It's. I've always been a Tekken first guy, and then Mortal Kombat second. But I do really, really love Mortal Kombat. It doesn't get much more iconic in terms of video game characters than Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Um, when the movie came out, I was really excited. The trailers had me super hyped up. The first scene in Mortal Kombat 1, I actually would go this Mortal Kombat, this iteration of Mortal Kombat. I would actually go as far to say that scene might be the best video game movie scene ever. Like just in a vacuum. That was so good when Hiroyuki, who plays the I think that's his first name. I love that actor. He was also in John Wick 4. He managed the Tokyo was the Tokyo Continental.
I think
Correct.
so.
In Tokyo. Yeah, amazing, phenomenal actor. Um, when he was in that scene with Sub-Zero, and he used the gardening tool to attack him, like he tied up the gardening spade, and that was Sub-Zero or Scorpion's whole thing. I think the movie was so well made, very well acted, and all that stuff. I thought the story was terrible. The story itself was not. It was like they had to give us an entry point, and I don't think it worked. And I'm like, wow, there's so much to love about this movie. It's so well made. I can almost forgive that I did not care for the story. What's exciting about this trailer to me is they're like, cool, we hear you. We don't care about the story either. Now, so and I'm like, awesome. It's a fighting game. Like people are fighting in a tournament. That's your story. They are fighting each other in some sort of pseudo-organized tournament for the fate of humanity. That's the story of Mortal Kombat. It's the story of every game. The characters, they're in Mortal Kombat, the magic of Mortal Kombat is the characters are so well defined and so developed in the game. They have these big personalities. And Johnny Cage has one of the biggest personalities when you're fighting against him or you're playing with him. It's like almost makes too much sense in a way to use that character to kind of bring us into the world, bring us along. They tried to do that with Scorpion's ancestor in the first movie, and it just felt like convoluted to me, and like we're adding this new character unnecessarily. I think he actually is coming back. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't watched the movie in a long time. So it's like that's fine, but I love that we're getting a legacy character as the vehicle for this movie. I love that he's not taking it seriously, even though it's this really serious thing. I do love that. And I will say, like, Carl Urban, to me, like, I'm kind of along for the ride with whatever he does. I'm kind of a ride or die for him because I think he's super underrated. I think Judge Dredd is one of the best movies made in the last, like, 20 years. Or Dredd. It's just Dredd. Yeah. And it's super underrated, super entertaining movie, and he's great in it. That's another great cast. And it actually, ironically, I feel like I felt similar ways about the first Mortal Kombat movie that I did about Dredd. Like, as much as I disliked the story and felt like it was convoluted, I think that's an underrated movie. Actually, I think it's not really thought about in the same vein as other movies that it should be thought about. I'm really excited about this one. And I'm not. I'm like, if anyone's like, well, let's see what the story is going to be. I'm like, fighting tournament, save the world. Hopefully it's funny. Hopefully the action's good. Super excited to see Scorpion seemingly fighting his way back from hell. I don't know if anyone else interpreted it the same way I did, but that looked wild. Um, and yeah, just a stellar cast. I think Sub-Zero is also might be coming back. I'm doing a little research on the side here as to who is coming back. Um, we had a couple of really like big characters die in the first movie, which I know people kind of had a problem with. But the great thing about Mortal Kombat is similarly to Marvel now, death is impermanent.
Oh
You
yeah.
are you're dead for as long as they want to keep you dead, and then you're back. So as long I hope Sub-Zero comes back. You guys remember that part when he makes the sword?
Oh yeah.
That shit looked so cool in theaters, and it looked a great example of a really great visual effect, excellent CGI, and it's just like he waves his hand and it's just building the sword. So I really hope we get some more classic. I think there's one. I think there's one more. I'm sorry, my mind's playing. There's one more
What's the
big
guy
video game
with the
character.
eyeball? What's the guy with the eyeball?
Eyeball.
They show him in the trailer. He has the laser eye.
I think it's Kano. Is that Kano? I think Kano has the laser.
He died in the last one.
He died in training, right? No, he switched sides. Yeah, he switched sides. And then remember he betrayed
them? I thought at some point in the movie he dies finally. So like although it seems like he's in hell too, so maybe he's trying to fight his way out of hell. So like he's returning.
Great performance, by the way, in the first movie. He stole the scene, every scene he was in. He was hilarious. The guy that played Kano, was the Australian? But yeah,
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like me personally, like I was never like the biggest Mortal Kombat person. Like Ashlyn, played some of the games, mostly like in the arcades and stuff like that. I'd say, if anything, and I wasn't even necessarily super big on the lore for this either, but out of the fighting games, I think I played Tekken more than I played like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that.
Good man.
But I definitely, like I said, I enjoyed the first movie. I was excited when they finally greenlit the sequel because it was like kind of like up in the air for a bit there, and even after they announced it like nothing really moved forward. So until we started actually seeing that they're like, we're in production, this is happening, all this kind of stuff, I'm like, okay, cool. I kind of get why they're shifting gears as far as like Steven said, choosing one of the legacy characters to now be the lead and the focus for this film, because I think that was like one of the big feedbacks, like he said, that they focused on an ancestor like of this new character, I guess, and things like that, and it didn't necessarily resonate with the fans. So they're like, we're not only gonna bring in a fan favorite, but he's gonna lead this movie. But I also
the biggest star of the movie.
Yeah, he's gonna be the star of the movie.
Biggest star.
I also agree with
the biggest
Ashlyn
star.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Andy. I was saying he was the biggest actor. Like he's the biggest name in the movie. Even now that they're reading, he's the biggest actor.
That's also true. Yeah, they were like, okay, we didn't really go star power with the first one. We're gonna fix that with just like at least one casting, and that'll be the lead for the movie. But I was gonna say, but I also agree with Ashlyn that like I have a little bit of trepidation with what they set up with the trailer. With just kind of like, I get that they're just kind of leaning into the joke with the the Johnny Cage stuff and everything like that, and it is funny, but I'm just hoping that they're not going to take it too far to where we won't have like the serious grittier moments, and I'm sure we will. Like I'm sure we will, but it's just we're getting so much of it. Like from what I remember, we really didn't get any of that from the trailers of the first movie. It was focused very seriously, and then we had a couple of jokes throughout, and like some levity moments type of thing, and of course callbacks to old stuff and things like that. But then, but like I said, it was marketed very serious, and then this is the polar opposite as far as with this first trailer type of thing. Just kind of focusing, but like I said, it's probably more to do because they're focusing on the specific character of Johnny Cage, and like you can't you can't necessarily, I guess, take that too seriously and like do it as dark and gritty as you necessarily did the first one, as far as even just for marketing it for that character.
Mhm.
But we'll see as we go forward as far as, you know, what they want to show us and things like that. I am going to show this image again. I am excited to see, you know, more Katana finally showing up. That's really cool. I think there was another one. I can't remember all the names of the characters, but they showed quite a few different characters that we didn't see the first time around. And we're going to get some of those. We'll get some return characters as well, which is great. A lot to look forward to with this movie. It's one of those things, like, I hope they get it right, because then hopefully we'll get another one, and, you know, that sort of thing. Like, I don't need this to be.
He doesn't want G.I. Joe 2 to happen. That's what he's saying.
Oh God, don't even like. How
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 movie. G.I. Joe 2.
No,
Channing Tatum's 5 minutes of screen time, so good. So good.
Yeah, so unless they're literally gonna, and it wouldn't hurt the same, but unless they're gonna bring the guy back from the first one, which I already know he's in the trailer, he's just in the background. Unless he's gonna show up and they're gonna kill him in the first 5 minutes, it's not gonna be like G.I. Joe 2. But even if they did, I would forgive them more with this movie than I could with something like that, which made just absolutely no sense at all. But
can you guys help me out with something? And I might be tripping here, but wasn't there kind of like an Encanto style story in the first one where they were trying to get their powers at one point during the training? Like they were trying to unlock their power. Some of them didn't know if they were going to unlock their power.
Their powers. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Man, I really I mean, it's not. I like the Encanto more in terms of that story, but it's like yeah, those are the kind of things that really, like, those are necessary additions to, you know, to the lore and world building. It's like, no, I wonder if they're gonna go gorier than the first one. I thought the first one was actually a little tame compared to what I expected it to be, because the games are getting so, I mean, just like there's no holds barred. Like it is nothing held back at all.
Anything's possible with that, because
yeah.
I get your point. Like, there's plenty of movies out there that go further than what they did, but even though they were at least smart enough to go rated R so they could do gore, I think they were also trying to make sure it was still marketable to a certain degree. But I do think that they have the potential to go a bit more like a bit darker with this one, as far as like what we see on the big screen. So there's a lot left to be seen. You know, we have a pretty solid like fall coming up, because I think that's when it's coming, right?
Yeah, it's this year.
Yeah, so we've got a pretty stacked fall into holiday season type of thing to look forward to with films. But let us know what you guys thought with this new trailer. Did you enjoy the first Mortal Kombat? Are you looking forward to the sequel? Are there any characters that we didn't see in this trailer that you hope to see, or maybe in a future movie? Anything like that? Of course, as always, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow us here at Retroactive POD, and we're going to see you guys next time.